Hey there, it's Delta Zero of Living Vicariously HD, and I have another Amiibo related video to do today. This time I have a plethora of Amiibo to unbox. I have 5 different Amiibo, all of which are from a different series, so there's a good variety here. My very first Amiibo video was my girlfriend and I unboxing Mario, Link, Kirby, and Little Mac from Series 1 and 2 of the Smash series. So yeah, a lot of those are hard to find now. Strange how things work. Some of those are commons too at the time. Well, let's get started because we have a lot to do today. We're starting off with an import, actually. This is Duck Hunt Dog. The one in America is part of a 3-pack. You can get it, I believe it's a GameStop exclusive, but who knows where that will wind up eventually. It has Duck Hunt Dog, Rob the Robot, and Mr. Game & Watch. It's like a classic NES retro 3-pack. I didn't want Mr. Game & Watch and Rob, no offense to those characters, as if, you know, hopefully they're not watching. I just want a Duck Hunt Dog because I played a lot of Duck Hunt when I was growing up, and I hated this guy. This is from the Smash series, so you're getting the typical Smash background. On the back here, these backs look a lot different than the ones we get here. At least the top of it does. Let's get a good look at that. Appear in game, earn items, level up, and lots more, it says. Interesting. The box is fairly damaged. I'm glad I'm not a MOC collector because that'd be very irritating. Level up Duck Hunt Dog, 3DS, and the Wii U. Safe to say there's not going to be many functions for this Amiibo in the future. I believe there is an outfit for Yoshi's Woolly World, and probably a few little minor things that it might be able to do in different games, but I like this because it's so different. Duck Hunt Dog, you know? When are we gonna get another Duck Hunt game? Probably never. Who let the dogs out? I did. Let's see, there's something interesting I'm noticing here. Let's put the Amiibo aside. This is an instruction booklet. You see different language there. Looks to be German. Do not quote me on that though. And, oh, okay. It's made of tissue paper. It's very thin, very rippy. And that's a lot of documentation for a freaking Amiibo. I'll say that much. Whew. Toss that to the side. Let's look at our prize here. And it's the Duck Hunt Dog, finally free from captivity. He has the Duck Hunt Duck that you would shoot out of the sky with the light gun, which no longer works with HD TVs, if you didn't know that. Very interesting because he's got this cute little pose he's doing here. And because, you know, you can't make the Amiibo duck fly, that's not possible with modern technology. He has the translucent sort of stand, which looks nice because it's not a weird color like the Link one was, which was the pea yellow. Glad this one is clear. It's a lot better. Check out that paw. And now for the first single-packed third-party Amiibo, it's Shovel Knight. All for Chivalry by Yacht Club Games. This is their Amiibo. Nintendo obviously gave them the license to make an Amiibo, and they have done that. And this is a American one. This is not our North American. Discover the power inside. Collect, customize, and compete. I always thought that looked kind of odd, how they just kind of cut off the Wii U pad there. Works with new 3DS. This is interesting because this is a little bit different than the other ones. As you can see here, this Amiibo will unlock a multiplayer mode in the Wii U version of Shovel Knight, which is not available in other versions. It also lets you have more challenge stages, and you can customize your gear. In fact, here's a little look at what I've done so far with it. Come on, Green Knight. Ow. As you can see, there's something quite different about this Amiibo, and that's the base does not have a little sticker in the bottom. All the other Amiibo have a silver sticker covering the bottom to prevent people from using the Amiibo technology by not taking them out of the package first. So you can technically, if you are a collector and you just want to keep them in the box, you can still play with this in Shovel Knight. Just scan it, as I did. The multiplayer mode is really fun. My girlfriend and I tried it for about probably a half hour or so just to get a feel for it. I really anxiously wanted to do that for this video just so you can see what's on there. It does not work for Plague Knight, but it does work with the main game. You also get challenge stages, which are brand new. and you can use different weapons in those. And the upgrading system allows you to upgrade by just playing the game. Instead of having to constantly go to the shop, which it won't let you do anymore, you go and you upgrade your character through the game, which is pretty cool. And you can change your colors on the fly and everything. So it's actually quite a useful amiibo. A lot of amiibo struggle to find actual practicality, and the Shovel Knight one actually does it the best from my experience so far. So yeah, this is a nice upgrade. Some really good DLC. If you have someone to play with locally, this is I got a high recommendation for this one. All right, Shovel Knight, let's see what you got. Oh, here he is, and you can see he has a purple base. It's got a little bit of a, it's not metallic, but it's got kind of like a little bit of a grain to it, it looks like. It looks very nice. It's nice. It's definitely a change from the amiibo, the typical amiibos for Smash with the kind of matte gold. Speaking of matte, this thing, the one flaw I would say this thing has is that it doesn't have shine on its armor. I think that if it had a little bit of a metallic finish to it like Samus does, it would look a lot better. But other than that, though, this looks awesome. I mean, you gotta love Shovel Knight. Fantastic game. He always reminds me of Vile from Mega Man X, or I guess Boba Fett, which is what Vile was inspired from, quite obviously. Yeah, but that's Shovel Knight. Light blue armor, Shovel Knight. This is the newest amiibo I have. This just came out as of this video less than a week ago, so this is pretty new. I was waiting on it to do this review, actually. Oh, woohoo! Yippee! Oh, who could that be? It's the classic Mario, 30th anniversary classic color Mario, pixelated in all his glory. This one is super cool. I was initially on the fence with it because it does look a little weird on the side like this, but you know what? I've grown to like it quite a bit. This is a special amiibo that they released for the 30th anniversary of Mario. You can get a super mega mushroom and bust blocks, and it does a lot of other cool things. Like, it makes Mario have a distorted vision of what's going on, so you'll see like Peach standing on top of Bowser's head or something, and then like you lose your power up and it goes away. It was just a vision. I'm not sure what that's about. Clearly that mushroom is a little more magic than the other ones. Wink wink. This works for Wii U and 3DS, although I don't really know what it would do on 3DS because Mario Maker is only on Wii U, so it's a mystery to me. Mario Maker, you see all the classic designs there. Let's get them out of here. Let's bring them into the 3D world. There we go. There's the silver thing I was talking about. There's a Mario. Here is his very awesome pipe bass, Super Mario Bros. 30th, it says. You can see right there, he has that semi-translucent stand to prop him up so he can leap over the pipe and not trip over himself, which is probably very useful for him. Pixelated, it does look very strange head-on like that. But from the side, looks pretty cool. Classic 8-bit style Mario. And because it is 8-bit, it is kind of strange thinking about, you know, how Mario looks now, because Mario is wearing red overalls and he's wearing all brown, which is classic Mario. And like I said earlier, they do have a modern version with the typical blue overalls and red, how it normally would be. So you can check that one out if you are interested in modern. You have a choice. That one is exclusive to Walmart as of this video. Again, that could change. But classic Mario, definitely a standout. All right, moving onward, I have one more import to show today. Same situation as the Duck Hunt dog. I didn't want the other two with the set, but I really wanted one of them, so I got it imported, and here it is. It is that guy, the Squid from Splatoon. I don't know if he has a name. I guess Inkling Squid would be what you would call this one. I love this packaging. Just pops out. I really kind of hate to open it because I like it so much, but you know, I want to open them because that's kind of what I do. It's in excellent condition too, the packaging. So, sorry, Mr. Inkling. This is the Japanese one, as you can tell. Kind of gives it away. Their packaging, I like it. It's more straightforward. It's less cluttered than some of the other ones. In the bottom here, tells you what happens. Apparently you get some kind of gear, and I know there are challenge stages that unlock for Splatoon. If you haven't played Splatoon yet, definitely get it. It's one of Wii U's best games. Multiplayer is really solid, a lot of fun. I gotta play it again. It's been several months since I played it, actually. But here's the Inkling Squid. You can see him right there. Now, it's time to get him out. It's time to get him fresh. Whoa, that's weird. His packaging has a bubble. Like a round bubble. This one has a much more reasonable pamphlet I mean, I can't speak Japanese, so I can't read it, but it's way better than that German one or European one or whatever the other one was. Yeah, there's some information. All right. Inkling Squid. I love this one. I love the color. The base is just a normal black base, kind of bland, but it makes it stand out because the ink is actually pouring off onto the base, and that is molded on there. And you can see little drips actually on the bottom here on the base. That's a nice touch. It makes it pop out more like he's actually coming out of the ink as he would in the game. The back of the Amiibo. And, oh, there's actually a bit of the squid here. I didn't know that. Here's, you can see a suction cup. This is a very, very well done one. This is, they had to be a little creative to do this because, I mean, it's just like a squid. How would you do that and portray it as an Amiibo? But this is just Splatoon Amiibo standalone from Smash. It's nothing to do with Smash because Amiibo or Splatoon isn't in Smash at all aside from trophies. And, you know, they had to make room for 18,000 Fire Emblem characters, but that's another topic. Look at those eyes. Actually very nice. They're detailed. They have lines going in them. Coming out from the iris. And the pupil. I like this. I like this quite a bit. Alright, we have one last Amiibo to look at today, and it's perhaps the most unique one they've made thus far, and that's quite saying something because we have pixelated Mario, we have a squid coming out of ink, we have a dog with a duck hovering above him, and then Shovel Knight, who is the most normal of this bunch, but here is one of the coolest Amiibo. Look at that flop. You can look at him, immediately you can tell this is very different than the other Amiibo. I believe the base is even thicker. Yeah, here's the base. It looks like it's a little, just a tad thicker than the other ones. As you can see, no stand because the Amiibo technology, the chip, is actually in his bum, believe it or not. So they sewn it up. This is actual yarn, and they mass produced it, and he has a little thing on the top so you can put him on your keychain. I mean, how cool is this? For Yoshi's Woolly World, another great game, great multiplayer game to play. Back, typical back. It's compatible with 3DS. I don't know what it would work for, but Yoshi's Woolly World, you can use it to double up on Yoshi's. And I guess it can save a design that you like or something. There is a pink version of this as well as the standard green. Green initially was the hardest to find because it was only packed with the game, but they've since released a standalone, and this one has actually become one of the harder ones to find. Pink Yoshi's kind of fallen out too, but I think this is the one people really want, and I'm glad I was able to find this one at Toys R Us. It was locked away in a glass cabinet, and I got one of the last ones, so I'm happy. I really like this version. It's cute. Let's see what he's made of. Alright here, what is this? Okay, we have a Yoshi tape thing. I guess, is that just keeping it in place? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, there's actually instructions on how to unbox this one. And then it slips through here. Got it. I did it! Where's my trophy? Alright, Yarn Yoshi. Super soft. As he should be. He is yarn. There's a little tag at the bottom here that says Yoshi, in case there is any confusion. Here's his face with his big old nose. He's got his little feet, purple shoes, a big hump on his back for his saddle, the little hoop that you can put on your keychain or whatever you want to do with them, and the magic Amiibo sewn into the actual Amiibo. Definitely a very, very unique thing. Very light. Not entirely super light, but I mean, a very light thing. Compared to like this thing is super heavy. This is the heaviest Amiibo I've ever gotten. But this thing is very light compared to that. And it doesn't even look like an Amiibo. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know this is the same thing as this. You can scan this into anything and it would work. That supported Yoshi, or Yarn Yoshi specifically. They would have to be different if they can tell the difference between the pink and the blue and the green. So I guess these all are unique, technically unique Yoshis you can put in different games. Wow, so there's our lot. Yarn Yoshi, Import, Squid, Inkling thing, Shovel Knight, the newbie, Duck Hunt Dog, and, which is an import, and Mario, 8-bit style, classic Mario. Let's take a look at my Amiibo collection. It's as if Super Smash Bros. Came to life in physical form. That's essentially what these are. They're little Smash Brothers trophies, and I know I wasn't the only one begging for these things before we knew what Amiibo even was. before it was even conceptualized. The idea of having little affordable Smash Brothers trophies is like a dream come true. That's why I love these things so much, is because they're releasing my favorite characters like King DDD, you know? When else am I going to get a King DDD? I love it. For affordable price. Or that one's on eBay for my girlfriend who probably paid a pretty penny for me for my birthday, but that's besides the point. Most of these you can get in stores for an affordable price. Yarn Yoshi was a little more because he's made out of yarn, duh. And he's a little bigger, but yeah, these are so fun. They do different series now. They do Animal Crossing. They do Mario Brothers. My ideal dream for Amiibo is to go back in retro Nintendo land, pull back some of those old characters, bring them back into the modern era, do like Donkey Kong Country series, do a Mario World series with, you can do the football guy and do other things that would never, ever, ever get an action figure or collectible ever again. And now you can with Amiibo and do cool things like that. I guess the point I'm trying to make is there's so much potential in these things to be the ultimate Nintendo collectibles. And I know they get a little criticism because their functionality varies. And yeah, I agree. They could do better sometimes, but they can do worse sometimes too. So, I mean, Shovel Knight is like a great functionality enhancement for the game. Well, I guess I'll cut it short because my battery's dying, among other reasons. But Amiibo, if you like this video, thank you for watching, first of all. And if you like this video, I have others on my channel. Kyle and Michelle Hunt for Amiibo Waves. It's titled something like that. Find it. My girlfriend and I go and searched the town for Amiibo. And we wind up at Chipotle and searching for Ganondorf and a bunch of other shenanigans. Like we meet BB-8 at Target. It's crazy. Go watch it. Ready to go Amiibo hunting, Michelle?
Yes,
You
I
are.
am. Looks nice.
It does. All right, moving swiftly onward. I have another import to show. This one. Whoops, I dropped it.